you're on a mattress hunt, but you're stuck between the Endy Hybrid and the Casper OG. That's where we come in. I'm Lauren, that's Becca. We're mattress and bedding experts, and we're the best at comparing beds because we test and review them every day.
Choosing between two quality beds with different constructions can be confusing. So in this video, Lauren and I have done all the heavy lifting by breaking down the most important things to consider when mattress shopping. So all you need to do is listen out for which model works best for your lifestyle. We even have these helpful timestamps below if you're looking for something specific.
And while I don't mean to make this a battle of the North American border, I'm all in on the Canadian-based Endy.
And I'm standing with American-based Casper.
Now, before we begin, we did want to let you all know that the brand sent us these beds for free to test and review, and we may earn a commission if you decide to get one. Everything will be linked in the description below.
But this isn't a sponsored video or anything. Think of this as a quid pro quo. We're gonna help you make the most informed buying decision, and all you need to do is hit that subscribe button. Super easy. All right, let's get started. First, let's highlight the similarities between these two beds so you know what you don't have to sacrifice on if you choose one over the other.
First up, both mattresses have the same medium firm firmness level, or a 6 out of 10 on our scale, which means they offer a great balance of comfort and support.
Next, both beds are ideal for both back sleepers and combination sleepers.
And lastly, both beds are really responsive, so it makes moving on the surface nice and easy. Now that the pleasantries are over, let's get cutthroat. What makes these beds different? Well, there's a lot, like how Endy is less expensive than the Casper, even though it's a hybrid mattress. And hybrid mattresses are usually more expensive than all foam mattresses because they're more durable and they last longer.
Lauren out here stealing my points. Like she said, these two mattresses have different constructions. So the Endy is a hybrid, which means it has foam on top and coils below, versus the Casper, which is made up entirely of all foam layers. This is important for your preferences, so more on that later.
Another difference is the policies. Now, while both mattresses offer the same 100-night sleep trial period, Endy offers a more generous 15-year warranty compared to Casper's industry standard 10-year warranty.
But Endy is only available in Canada versus Casper, which is available both in Canada and the United States. What's going on, Endy? What do we need to do so you share the love with your friends south of the border? I promise we're nicer than we seem. Then again, I can't really talk because I'm from Jersey.
I like her though. A mattress's construction tells you a lot about how it's going to perform during use, so we took a look at the Endy and the Casper layer by layer.
Starting with the covers. The Endy has a quilted cover for initial softness, while Casper's is made of a recycled fabric blend.
Next, both beds have a breathable comfort layer. Endy's is made of an open cell foam to add airflow and ventilation, while Casper's is made of their proprietary AirScape polyfoam. It's perforated to prevent heat retention, and it's what gives Casper its bouncy responsiveness. Ultimately, this layer does the same thing on both beds.
Then both models have a transition layer. Endy's is a layer of responsive foam, which adds some extra bounce, and Casper's is their zone support layer, made of memory foam. With this feature, you get softer foam along the top and bottom third of the mattress and firmer foam along the middle, creating a contouring and supportive feel. So if lumbar support and pressure relief is important to you, you'll want this.
Since the Endy is a hybrid, it has one more layer than the Casper. It's the support layer pocketed steel coils. Here's where you get the extra bounce, breathability, durability, and edge support that sets hybrid beds apart. They work by contouring to your back while you move on the bed, also while keeping you lifted.
Then both beds have a high-density base foam layer for stability.
To see the construction of either mattress in depth, go ahead and Google Mattress Nerd Casper Mattress or Mattress Nerd Endy Hybrid for our in-depth reviews.
At Mattress Nerd, we rate firmness on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the firmest. Now this is important in determining whether or not a bed is going to work for your sleeping position, body type, and overall comfort preferences.
Now, as we touched on earlier, both mattresses are going to have the same medium firm firmness level, or a 6 out of 10 on our scale.
And while these two beds share the same firmness level, they have different construction, so they're going to offer a different feel.
Now, when it comes to the Endy, it has that mix of foam and coil, so it gets that really bouncy, elevating, yet cushioning feel. Think hotel bed here. But it also has those coils, which are going to provide a lot of ventilation, so it should help hot sleepers from overheating at night.
Versus the Casper, which is going to have that impressionable memory foam feel. Plus, that zone support layer is going to conform to your body and keep pressure off of those sensitive pressure point areas. So if pain relief is at the top of your wish list, the Casper is going to deliver.
Now we're gonna see which bed matches which sleeping position, whether you're a side, back, or stomach sleeper. You'll also wanna keep body type in mind so you can find the best match for you. Our results are based on our performance testing and pressure maps.
Starting with side sleepers. Light to average weight folks will fare better on the Casper, while heavier individuals will be better supported on the Endy.
Back sleepers, both options will work for you. But again, heavier folks will be better supported by the pocketed coil layer on the Endy.
And finally, stomach sleepers need a firm, supportive bed that will keep your hips elevated. And with no surprise, the Endy will be the better option between the two. Motion isolation and edge support are two huge factors to consider when buying a couple-friendly mattress. Motion isolation is a bed's ability to stifle motion at the source and keep it from transferring across the bed surface and waking up your sleep partner.
Now, edge support is how supportive the perimeter of your bed is, so it's really good for couples who need some space from one another, edge of the bed sleepers, and those with mobility issues and seniors who rely on the edges to get in and out of bed.
Now, both of these beds have great edge support. However, Casper is better at isolating motion, so if you or your partner easily wakes up to motion, this is something important to consider.
So, who should get the Endy Hybrid? Anyone who is on the heavier side. The Endy offers more support than the Casper and perform better in our tests for larger body types. Next up, anyone who is on a budget. The Hybrid Endy surprisingly costs less than the Casper, and that does include Canadian dollars. And lastly, anyone who sleeps hot. The Endy's hybrid construction provides a lot of airflow for hot sleepers.
And who should get the Casper? Anybody who sleeps in a pair. The Casper performed better in motion isolation and edge support during our performance testing. Next, anyone who prioritizes pressure relief. The zone support layer on the Casper will be a nice cushion to your lumbar area and keep pressure off of sensitive pressure points. And lastly, anyone who's shopping in America, simply because Casper is the only option between the two that ships to the US.
All right, friends, we've reached the end of this video. Be sure to let us know in the comments below which bed you're rooting for, the Endy or the Casper.
Also, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel if we helped you out at all. Also, be sure to check us out on Instagram and TikTok for more sleep content.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.